Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Preston Endress. A Shikshini campground has been evacuated after a flash flood this morning. This video of the elevated water around Patterson Grove campground was posted to their Facebook page. Monday's early downpours caused the nearby creek to rise quickly and made roads nearly impassable. Emergency personnel rescued some residents of the camp cottages as the water receded. At this time, staff believe that everyone is safe, but ask that no one visit the campgrounds until emergency crews can assess the damage and make sure all residents are accounted for. Additional rain is expected this evening and can lead to more flooding in the area. We received a statement from Patterson Grove this afternoon, and they said, "We have our 157th camp meeting beginning next Sunday. This is a very old place, but also a very resilient place. We are so thankful everyone is okay. We are focused entirely on safety right now. We will turn attention to cleanup and plans for our programs as soon as we can." The heavy rain from last night's storm has also closed 2 Luzerne County roads. Kittle Pike Road in Ross Township was washed away, and barriers have been put in place to prevent drivers from entering. And a bridge on Huntington Creek Road in Fairmount Township has been closed for repairs caused by the storm. The county asks drivers to use alternative routes until repairs are finished. Stay tuned on WYLN for more information, as it will be released in the future. Hazleton police have charged a man with simple assault after responding to a call on Friday morning. Officers were called to the 500 block of Alter Street around 10:45 a.m., where they say Rodolfi Lidiano Corniel physically assaulted another person. The victim was taken to the hospital with injuries, but we are told that they are not life-threatening. Police are asking anyone with information or who knows the whereabouts of Corniel to call 911, contact Hazleton's Criminal Investigations Unit, or submit a tip on their Crime Watch page. A Shenandoah man has been arrested and charged with sexual abuse of a 9-month-old child. The Pennsylvania Attorney General announced 19-year-old Javier de Jesus Nunez was arrested last Thursday on charges of sexual abuse of children, possession of sexual abuse material, and other related offenses. The Shenandoah Police Department contacted the Child Predator Section of the Attorney General's office earlier this month after 2 witnesses contacted them with information about Nunez. Both witnesses told police they saw a video of Nunez allegedly having lewd contact with a 9-month-old child. The Attorney General's office then obtained a search warrant that led to the seizure of a video and made contact with Nunez. Nunez's bail has been set at $100,000. You may encounter delays driving alongside Interstate 80 this week. The state's Department of Transportation has announced lane restrictions going westbound between exit 256 at Nescopac and Conningham and exit 242 at Mifflinville and Mainville. Crews will be working from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. starting today through this Thursday, the 17th. The Department of Transportation wants to remind drivers that when entering a work zone, you must obey posted speed limits, turn on headlights, pay attention to signs and flaggers, and avoid all distractions. Coming up on WYLN News, Hazleton teens have a new camp to guide them in their future careers. Plus, a new festival came to Eckley Village this past weekend. We'll show you all the fun and brews. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network and Jefferson Health, investing in your well-being and building healthier communities because more expertise and convenient care mean better outcomes and a healthier you. Learn more at lvhn.org/Jefferson.
It's me again, LJ. I'm 9 years old and tomorrow will be rainy. Get your umbrellas out because it's about to get wet.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
On this week's show, Mary Haldeman's going to tell her story. A lot of painful arthritis, not better from other doctors, but gentle chiropractic care makes her feel much better. So tune in the show and hear Mary's story.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Solo Spaceman. Watch Solo Spaceman on WYLN Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 7, and Sundays at 4:30.
Welcome back to WYLN News. There's a new program for students at Hazleton Integrated Project, and WYLN's Yamile Nader stopped by to learn more about it.
The Hazleton Integration Project is introducing a new mentor program for middle and high school students during their summer camp located on East 4th Street in Hazleton. It is being led by Natalie Ferenciag and Anthony Calixto. This mentorship program is dedicated to motivating young students to pursue a college education. They help by finding their interest, teaching them about job applications, encouraging them to follow their dreams, and teaching them about college and career options. Students are paired with positive role models so that they can start thinking about their future and the process of applying to college. The end goal is for students to feel more confident about themselves, get better self-esteem, start thinking about college plans and career goals. The mentor program will last until the middle of August, but it might be extended into the school year. To find out more about the program and more activities, you can visit their website at hip1.org. This is Yamina Nader with WYLN News.
The first ever Hoochwagon Brewfest kicked off at Eckley Miners Village this past Saturday. Attendees got the chance to taste samples from local craft breweries, wineries, and cideries, plus learn some brew-making history as they explored the historic mining town. Despite some rain, organizers say the festival was a success.
Oh, we've had a fantastic turnout. Exceeded our expectations for the first year having the festival. All of the vendors have been, seems happy to be here, asking about the festival next year. People were interested and want to come out to that and tell their friends about it. So I couldn't be happier with how this turned out.
The festival was inspired by the hooch wagons that once delivered illegal liquor to mining towns, including Eckley. Stockham hopes that this event and others will bring more people to Eckley to learn about this well-preserved historic town.
There's no place like this in Pennsylvania, but also in the country. This is the best preserved mining town of its period, the 19th century, nationwide. And so it's really a special place. You get a sense of the dynamism, the variety of the life here. And so it's a great opportunity for somebody that maybe doesn't have a pre-existing interest in anthracite mining to come out because they are interested in the beer and like the beer, and then learn a little bit something of the history of our region. The story of Eckley is the story of Jetto, and it's the story of Hazleton, it's the story of the Wyoming Valley. And so it's really a special opportunity for us to tell that story to a new audience that we haven't had before.
Organizers hope this can become a yearly event for Eckley Miners Village, with proceeds from the event going to support educational programs. This Wednesday, the Department of Veterans Affairs Wilkes-Barre will be having a healthcare enrollment fair at the Allentown VA Clinic. Experts will be on hand to answer veterans' questions on how to apply for VA healthcare and VBA benefits. The event will be held from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. at 3110 Hamilton Boulevard in Allentown. Veterans should bring a copy of their DD-214 and have their gross family income for the past year available. Coming up on Weatherly's News Choice, Luzerne County Manager Amilda Crocomo gives us more information on the recent county audit. Plus, WYLN historian Chris Fulmore leads us down the path through history on Northumberland Part 1. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Cher's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in at 610 North Broad Street in West Hazleton, 570-454-7229. Cher's is proud to be celebrating 70 years in business. WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Are you looking for a trustworthy publishing company to publish your book? One that understands the process and upholds Christian values in its business practices?
Introducing Covenant Books, an author-friendly publisher who shares your beliefs and wants to publish your story. Call us today to get a free author packet to help get you started.
We realize your book is unique, personal, and written with a higher purpose. That's the content we're looking for.
We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process with professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the industry.
Covenant distributes and sells your book online and in bookstores everywhere. We convert your book in ebook format and sell it on Amazon, Apple iTunes, and to these distributors. Our authors love us.
So if you've written a biography, a devotional, a memoir, self-help, or any genre, we can help. Be like these authors and get your book published and sold today.
Call right now for your free writer's guide.
1-800-215-3680.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Attention WYLN viewers, WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network.
Welcome back for another Crocomo's County Report. I'm here with Romelda Crocomo. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
Yeah.
It's great. Great to be here with you.
Oh, nice having you today. All right, and then did we want to talk about the successful audit we had?
We will talk about the audit. Before I talk about specifics, I want to really thank Mary Roselle, who is the division head of Budget and Finance, and her staff, and all the departments and divisions, because it's an audit of the entire county, and there are a lot of moving parts in the county, and we got the audit in time. It was a successful audit, so really, really proud of the staff. I'm really, really happy to say that the county is in very good financial position. We work together to maximize revenues from various funding sources outside of the general fund, at the same time, we were controlling expenses. The audit will be presented to County Council. The auditors will be in front of County Council on July 22nd at the meeting, which will, the meetings begin at 6 o'clock. You can watch the meetings on Zoom or YouTube, or you can come to the courthouse and attend the meetings in person. But the auditors will be there, and council will be able to ask them questions, but it really was a successful audit, and we're in a really, really good financial position in the county, and we're not going to rest. We're going to keep on holding down expenses and trying to find other funding sources, apply for grants, so that we can get a lot of projects done. We're doing $20 million of road projects. Remember, we own 120 miles of roads, and this year we committed $20 million to work on the roads. So if you have any questions about the audit, you can email me, you can come to the meeting, and we'll be happy to answer the questions.
Well, that's great that it was a success, and it's nice that the community can come and visit, as well as that we're going to be able to see some cleanup on our roads as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, this was another episode of the Kokomo County Report.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
WYLN TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Hello, I'm WYLN historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
It's me again, LJ. I'm 9 years old, and tomorrow it will be raining. Get your umbrellas out because it's about to get wet.
A Path Through History is sponsored by the Old Jail Museum, 128 West Broad Street in Jim Thorpe. Call 570-325-5259 or visit them online at theoldjailmuseum.com.
Credit for the first commercial venture at the confluence of the Susquehanna River's north and west branches would likely go to a French trader by the name of La Torte. He had set up a trading post in the area around 1720 and traded with local Native Americans. First permanent European settler in the area was New Jersey native Robert Martin, who had originally tried to sell in the Wyoming Valley, but had met resistance from the Connecticut settlers then entrenched there. So he came west and became a prominent resident of the confluence area, being a member of the 1776 Provincial Conference and later the State Assembly. It was around that time that much area land was purchased by prominent Philadelphia brewer Reuben Haynes. Haynes, who was also a volunteer fireman for the Fellowship Fire Company, the second oldest fire company in the British colonies, and who for a time lived in the prominent Wick Mansion on the west side of Philadelphia, began laying out a town, designed to look like a traditional English village. It would be officially settled in 1772, although not formally incorporated until 1828, and like the county that would form around it, would be given the name Northumberland after England's Northumberland County. Haynes would also make his mark in the area with transportation, as he oversaw construction of a road that stretched from just north of Northumberland, Sunbury, west through the Woodward Narrows to Spring Mills in Center County. Pennsylvania Route 45 roughly follows this road's course today. It would not be an easy birth period for Northumberland. Native American attacks during the Revolution plagued northeastern and central Pennsylvania, and the Susquehanna's confluence point would be no different. Northumberland emptied of residents during the Big Runaway in 1778 as Europeans fled to forts to escape native attacks. It would not be until 1784 that everyone returned to the borough. Even after America won its independence, unrest would simmer in town. The trigger of this would be the Whiskey Rebellion, a hard reaction from farmers and other working-class residents of western Pennsylvania to a federal whiskey tax. Meant to raise revenue for the new United States government, it had been written in such a way to disadvantage smaller whiskey distillers. Many whiskey tax collectors would be tarred and feathered, or worse, when attempting to collect the tax in Pennsylvania, and in some cases violence would break out. In an extreme case, some of the most extreme rebels forced the entirety of Pittsburgh's then population to march at gunpoint out to Braddock's Field on the east side of the city and parade there all day. In Northumberland, protests in support of the rebels proved strong, with several local men openly raising a liberty pole, the symbol of resistance to the tax. Local judges attempted to prevent it from going up, but everything they tried, including literally reading the riot act to the rebels, failed to dissuade them. Only the arrival of a company of troops under the command of Robert Cook from Lancaster broke up the rebellion and brought the liberty pole down. 6 rebels, William Bonham, John Frick, Robert Irwin, John Mackey Sr., Samuel McKee, and Daniel Montgomery, were arrested and imprisoned in Philadelphia. They would be fined 100 pounds and sentenced to 6 months in prison, but George Washington, who had been against the whiskey tax in the first place, pardoned them all. The Whiskey Rebellion would come to an end in 1794, when Washington led federal troops into western Pennsylvania, which sent the rebels scattering out west and south. This denouement established for the first time the power of the federal government. Shortly after the Whiskey Rebellion ended, arguably Northumberland's most famous resident came to the community. Dr. Joseph Priestley had been born in England in 1733. He had become a renowned scientist over the course of his life, and is best known today for his 1774 discovery of oxygen, or as he then called it, dephlogisticated air. A father of modern chemistry, who discovered numerous other gases through his experimentation over the years, among them ammonia, nitrous oxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen. Priestley can also be considered the father of sodas. It was he who in 1772 created the first carbonated water. Priestley, though, would frequently get himself into trouble with British authorities, angering them with his support for the American Revolution, and later the French Revolution. A practicing minister as well as a scientist, Priestley's dissenting views on religion would also infuriate many, as did his belief in abolishing the British slave trade. And so, it would come to a head in 1791 when an angry mob burned down Priestley's house in Birmingham. Like many before and after him, Priestley looked to America for a better life and arrived in the Northumberland area in 1794. He would live the final 10 years of his life there, continuing his experiments in his new house. It would be there that he would discover carbon monoxide in 1800. Priestley would also make his mark felt in the new nation that became his adopted home. A good friend of Thomas Jefferson, Priestley devised the University of Virginia's original curriculum. And it was he who first made widely known to the public Benjamin Franklin's now famed experiment of flying a kite in a thunderstorm to test whether lightning was electricity. Dr. Joseph Priestley died in 1804 and today rests in Northumberland's Riverview Cemetery. Today, the Joseph Priestley House in Northumberland is open to the public as a museum, as part of the Pennsylvania Historical Museum Commission's Trail of History Confederation of State Museums.
It's me again, LJ. I'm 9 years old, and tomorrow it will be rainy. Get your umbrellas out because it's about to get wet.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.